City Gate, today the main hub of downtown Port of Spain transportation for maxi taxis and buses, catering to thousands of commuters daily. It's a magnificent structure, a product of the long-gone colonial era and one that has stood the test of time. Today, October 18th, 2024, its 100th birthday, so let's rewind to a time when the spot on which this building stands had a much different purpose. Port of Spain a long time ago, when trains were the main mode of transportation. TNT was under British rule and a largely expanding sugar economy. On May 12, 1914, 10 years before the building took on its current form, this is how the Port of Spain railway station looked as work on its expansion began. In the background is the Railway Offices building, completed in December 1897, a Tapia-style building extension on the right. As the expansion continued, it meant the removal and relocation of the Telegraph Office, the building on the right, as the terminal building began taking shape. The site of the railway station was on land reclaimed from the sea, and there was soft material that went down 20 feet deep that had to be penetrated to create a permanent foundation. Before piling to build the foundation, a floating building was created on the upper crust of the reclaimed land. Later, the foundations for the engine shed and engine turntable were built and the site was cleared for a new passenger station with covered platforms and approaches. At that time, it cost £37,000. Adjusted for inflation, that cost today would be just over £3.5 million or about 32 million TT dollars.
It was terrific. You should have seen the size of the bill.
As it began to take shape, the steel structure went up, and then the rail lines were laid down, followed by the carriage repair sheds. By February 1921, work began on German architect David Hahn's design for an upgraded building, but it wasn't until October 18, 1924, that the building took the form that you see today. The new railway station was completed as the main entrance and exit to and from Port of Spain and linked the capital with stations along the east-west corridor, including San Juan, Tunapuna and Arima, and south to San Fernando, Princestown and Rio Claro. The Trindad Railway would continue until 1968, when a decision was made to abandon it in favor of a bus system. On December 28, 1968, engine number 42 steamed into the station at approximately 7:05 p.m. from San Juan for the very last time, signaling an end to 92 years of passenger service provided by the Trindad Government Railway. Slowly, the building transformed from a railway station into a hub for buses and taxis. The name changed to City Gate in 1995 following a naming competition won by a QRC student. Today it is managed by and houses the headquarters of the Public Transport Service Corporation, and due to its significance there are calls for it to become a listed heritage site in Port of Spain. City Gate, formerly the Trindad Railway Station, Port of Spain, 100 years old. For CNC3, I'm Samson Anton.